Welcome back to Manly Moments, Episode 3. If you haven't found out already, we are on SoundCloud and iTunes, both at Manly Moments Podcast. And our hosts today are Jacob.
Oh, we're live? Oh, Jesus.
And Ben.
Hello.
And, of course, myself, Diego. And I think we're going to start off by playing a game. Is that correct?
A game.
I mean,
yes.
Yeah, in our pre-podcast talk,
My
we had talked about.
My mom listens to these. We can't do any pre-game.
Okay, you're right. But in these, in our pre-podcast call, we had talked about doing some banter, but Diego just skipped that, I guess. Diego said, you know what? Screw the banter.
Banter is off the list.
I gotta cross it off. Where's my pen?
Okay.
Gotta make it loud.
Next, we're on to banter part 2.
It's back
How's
on the
everyone's
list.
day? How was everyone's day?
My day's gone pretty well. I stopped working. Today is August 3rd when we're recording this. This will probably go up tonight because we're one day late already. Yeah. And consistency, though. We're uploading. That's what's important about this.
You're right.
But I stopped working last Friday, so now I've just been kind of sitting around. I watched a couple movies today. I ran to the fridge to get some snacks in between the movies. And then I'm here. So I had a great day.
Jacob?
Hold on, Dave. You go first. Or next.
Okay, well, I had an excellent day. As you all know, I'm a delivery driver. And today I walked away with $108 in tips.
Yeah, he stole that $108. So let's
You're right. I took the cash register, ran. I don't plan on going back. And I kept the delivery sign.
So former Panera employee.
Minors. I said you go because my mom was coming in here to say goodnight because we don't have our own studio yet.
No, just wait for it. Look, I'm looking.
That's later.
Speaking of studios, so I don't know if you know Phillies.
Yes.
Okay, well, the not Planet Smoothie. What's the gym called? Planet Fitness, the one with the grunt meter.
Yeah.
Oh,
surprisingly,
that's not even a real thing.
they went. It is a real thing. They have a grunt meter thing.
Okay, I mean, it's called a lunk alarm, and even then, they don't sound it.
Uh-huh.
I have no idea what this is.
Anyway, where are you going? Where are you going with?
You don't know what the lunk alarm is?
Okay, the lunk alarm happens. Okay, when like there's big lifters or whatever there, and they're taking the dumbbells and like instead of like gently placing them down on the floor or whatever, they'll like throw them on the ground after they did their set, or like make just kind of like abuse the equipment there. And if that happens, then they sound the lunk alarm. It's not a grunt meter. You're allowed to go like 1, 2. You're allowed to do that crap if you want.
So one of our friends said they went to Planet. I keep wanting to call it Planet Smoothie. They went to Planet Fitness and they said they like breathed loudly, and someone told them to shush.
That's not even true.
We need to register the grunts. Can you just stop breathing?
Sir, can you not breathe in here? This is a breathe-free zone.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. Well, I guess we're not going to talk about my day because it probably wasn't important.
No, that's fine.
For your day, where were you going with Planet Fitness in Phillies?
Oh, anyways, the Planet Fitness by Phillies is selling their space. So I was like, man, I should really look into that for Manly Moments.
That's a big space, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a really big space. Like, it's a gym space we only need like 3 desks.
Yeah, no, I'm planning on dropping out for that studio. I hope that's all right with you guys.
Like, I mean, I'd be down to drop out of college to make a podcast that's semi-successful, consistently inconsistent.
Major.
Like, I mean, how much money have we made off of this, Diego? How much money have you made off this podcast?
Well, according to my last check, 3/4 of a penny.
Wow.
Oh.
Jacob?
Yeah.
I see $1 on my nightstand.
That's close enough. I got a stapler. but I found that. So we're doing pretty well. So I think we're ready. We're ready to take the jump. I think we're there.
Yeah.
Other quarter of the penny went. I'll probably poop it out later.
It's
Yeah.
just so gross. Why would you say that? Okay.
So,
They say
speaking
that-
of pooping out pennies, I had work this morning at 6. I woke up at 5:15. And I swear, every morning, every time I work in the morning when I listen to music on the way to work, it seems like my music plays faster, but it's really not. I like hallucinate in the morning. So yeah, that's how my day went. I played 27 holes of golf. So that was fun.
Do you ever
After
get
work?
Yeah, after work. I've been
During
up since
work.
5:15. We're recording this at 10:30. I've been up for many straight hours,
Jeez.
but it's all right. I'm an owl.
Do you ever get that where you like feel like the world's going faster than it is? I don't know if
Yes.
you know what I'm talking about.
That's
you
every
I know
every
you said
morning
that,
shit.
like, but like sometimes like I feel like that, except in real life, like when people are talking to me, it sounds like their voices are going faster inside their heads, and I don't know what causes that. It's a very weird sensation. I don't know why it happens, but I mean, it
Wait.
happens to me sometimes.
Hold on. I'm the complete opposite, where I'm just as slow as a snail. What did you just say?
I'm saying like people will be talking to me and it just sounds like they're talking really fast and I like their mouths are moving really fast and just I know they're not in real life, but for some reason
Oh.
my mind like makes people seem like they're talking faster. I don't know. Very weird. It's happened.
That is really weird. I've had things happen where it feels like my mind is racing like a million times a minute, and it's a lot of times it happens like right around when I'm about to go to sleep,
Yes.
and I just like I can think of like everything just like that for some reason.
Yes.
I don't know if that's just like the clearest part of my day is like right before I go to bed. I'm like but
I'm trying to
I don't
figure
know.
out like what kind of sleeper I am. I'm trying to like wake up and like figure out what like not move and figure out what position I'm in because I'm just curious how I wake up. I haven't figured it out yet because
I'm a terrible sleeper. I sleep on my stomach, which is really not good for you because your head's like kind of up or like your head's like leaned back on your pillow or
Yeah.
like sideways, and it's just I don't wake up. I wake up like sore every morning. I'm like, oh God, I gotta stop doing this. But I keep doing it every morning. I can't sleep on my back at all.
I like sleep.
you like sleep. Thank you for
Yeah,
adding
I don't really
that,
care.
Jacob.
Yes. Critical point.
I sleep on my side, I think. My
Yeah.
right side specifically.
All right. Judging by my banter watch, I think we've had enough banter.
Banter time is over. No
Yes,
more banter.
banter time is over.
Time
No
for
more
adult
banter.
talk now. Time for the manly part of the show.
All right, the real manly moment of the
Mhm.
show. All right, so I guess we actually were trying to plan something by we, I mean myself, before we were recording this.
Mm-hmm.
So while I was showering, I thought of some topics, and the first thing that came to mind is things that older generations will, I guess, never really understand from with like our generation. So like big differences, just things like that. So do you guys? I have a list of 8 things that I was just found on the internet and thought of. Do you want me to like just read them off and we can discuss them, or do you guys want to try and like
Think of
guess
things.
them?
I think we should just think of things before you start giving them to us.
Yeah, and then I'll.
And they don't necessarily have to be on the list or anything, but like one thing I think a lot of old people don't fully understand is like how capable you are when you have the internet.
Yes, that is
Oh
one of
my-
the major. That's one of the major things that was on my list. That was, I didn't really have an order of importance, but that's really probably
Like-
number one.
You have like all of humankind's knowledge
Yeah,
and in video form for tutorials of things
Right.
in your cell phone. Like it's all there.
Mm-hmm.
it's
And
just
like
ridiculous.
I've noticed this a lot more, like because we're like packing up to go to, or at least Ben and I are going, gonna share an apartment coming
I
up
meant
here.
to talk to you about that, Diego. Yeah, we dropped you.
Oh well, Well, it doesn't mean I didn't have talks with my parents that I guess I got to talk to them again. But anyway, anyway, my mom's always like, you got to learn how to cook. You got to learn how to do this and that and this. And I'm like, Mom, there's like cooking shows on YouTube that teach you step by step how to make like every food ever.
Yeah.
And so like, I'm not
Shout
too
out
worried.
Manly Moment Cooks. It's coming out near you soon.
Second channel coming
Second
soon.
channel. It is. Just wait for the apartment.
And there's just so much, like if you have a car issue and you like don't know how to like change your oil or whatever, I mean, it's all there on the internet.
Right.
Yeah. Just, I mean, we could go on forever about this, like that one main topic. I mean, it's just really unbelievable the things we can access with the internet, and I mean, resourceful things that can help us in our daily lives.
Right. Agreed. So wait, were we supposed to start guessing?
I mean, if you want, I mean, we can. I mean,
I wrote down.
that's just a broad topic.
I wrote down cell phone apps. I feel like grown-ups or people who are not teenagers do not really understand cell phone apps.
So, like smartphones.
Yeah, like I was gonna say like Snapchat in particular, or Instagram, or
Yeah. That
Social media in general, really.
right.
Yeah, that's another one of the points, because when I think older generations, I think of my grandparents, maybe even my older aunts and uncles that are like maybe in their low 50s, all the way up to my grandparents, which are in their 80s. Social media is, I mean, that's pretty new in
I don't know.
this like decade, really.
I don't know if we're getting too old for this, but or if it's an age thing at all. But like something I don't understand is Instagram just coming out with story.
Yeah,
What is that? And like Jacob, I know you participated in this, but everyone who's posted a story on Instagram is follow me on Snapchat.
Yeah, I wanted Snapchat users, so I was like, hey, follow me on Snapchat.
Did people add you? Did it work?
Yeah, I had like 3 or 4 girls.
Oh.
So girls,
That's hilarious.
shout out to my girls.
It's just like, come on, it's so annoying.
I was gonna use it to have people follow me on Instagram, but I didn't do that yet.
Smart.
That would have been funny. That would have made me laugh.
I'm about to do that right now. Just
What a
kidding.
jerk.
But yeah, like social media is just it's the new way, and I mean it's been around for a decade, like a little over a decade. The big stuff, but I mean it's so much easier to contact people. Like I had an exchange student my junior year of high school, and I'd imagine if my grandparents had an exchange student when they were in high school, after that exchange student left, it'd be difficult to like contact them because there's not really anything. You have to maybe do letters. But I mean, now
Even those
with
like
Skype,
sending letters internationally would take.
yeah, it still takes forever
Yeah.
today.
Yeah.
But I mean, like Skype, Twitter, Facebook, Snapchat, anything you can. I mean, just that's all at your fingertips on a phone. That's like the size of your hand. It's unbelievable.
Right. Well, I mean, the Apple tried to make the phones bigger again. They tried to go, like, for the iPhone. I don't even know which one it was, like the 5S or the 6. No, the 6 was bigger.
That's 6. The
But
6
then-
is pretty big.
But then they came out with the iPhone SE.
Yeah, it's like smaller though.
Yeah, it's like back to the
Smaller, like the 5S
size. Yeah. But then
That's
I
what-
hear they're coming out with like for the iPhone. Is iPhone 7 out? Is that a thing?
No,
I
it's
don't
not. It
think
hasn't
so.
been introduced yet. No.
Okay, well the rumors there's like there's an iPhone 7 Pro which is supposed to be gigantic again. So I don't know what Apple's doing. Apple's confused.
Well, I think what they wanted to do is like instead of releasing like making that smaller iPhone their new iPhone, they just wanted to have like 3 different sized iPhones as part of their lineup. I actually liked the small phone though. I felt like the 5S was like the perfect size.
Yeah, that's.
'Cause you can text in one hand with it super
yes,
easy. And like now that it had all the upgraded features of the 6, you know, it kind of makes you think like, why do you need the 6 as much? Although I do like the 6 personally. Or I have a 6S, but same thing.
Yeah. I mean, I've only had one phone in my really whole entire life, unless you include iPods. But I have the 5S and I love it. Like, It's the perfect size. I mean, the 4 is a little small and a little fat. The 5S is thin, it's still a good size, and takes high quality photos, so can't complain.
Yeah, I'm the inverse. Like I like my 5S right now, but I think when I upgrade, I'm gonna try and get the biggest iPhone screen I can get, which would be the 6 Plus right now.
That's funny.
Um,
My I was gonna say my speaking of biggest screen possible, my brother just bought one of those like flippable tablet laptops for college
the Pro
yesterday.
Surface.
It's not that. I think it's Acer. Um, it's not MacBook, but like he he likes to play games on his phone, and he was downloading them onto his laptop and putting it into tablet mode and making the screen like ginormous. It's pretty funny. He's never gonna do any work in college now. Poor Sam. But yeah,
God,
that was
Sam,
pretty.
shout out Sam.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Um, oh, the Aspire Switch, I think is what he got.
Yeah.
That's just my
Probably.
guess. Or the Acer One,
I don't know. It's pretty big. It's like 5 pounds.
£5.
Yeah.
Goodness, what are we, 2012?
That's he was like, I don't care. It's awesome. So yeah. I mean, it's whatever he wants.
No, I
All
like.
right. So, what were you gonna say? You like?
I don't remember. Probably something about mac and cheese.
Same. All right. So you hacked out two pretty big things that older generations, I guess, will never really understand, or just they don't get about our generation. So like constant connectivity to the internet and social media. What else do you guys think they have issues understanding?
I wrote down current trends, which consisted of dances and sayings, such as, like, my mom still uses the word salty
Mhm.
incorrectly, and she always tries to insert it into just like random
She uses the
conversations.
word salty incorrectly.
And she just doesn't get it.
Yes.
Like, it makes me cringe whenever she says it. She's like, "Are
Yes.
you salty?" And I'm like, "No, no, I'm not salty."
So you'd say the lingo is different.
Uh-huh. Or
It's
like
it's definitely evolved.
whenever they hit a dab, that makes me
Oh,
cringe.
yeah.
Yeah.
Did you see Hillary's dab?
No.
Ugh.
I don't even want to know. This just makes me uncomfortable.
Yep.
But yeah, you were saying, Ben, about your mom, I guess not understanding a word or using it in the right context.
Yeah.
Like I remember I went out to dinner with my family a few weeks ago. My mom said she was excited for dinner, and we were going to a nice restaurant. She said it's going to be a ratchet dinner, and I was like, that is not that's not at all how you use that word.
This thing's gonna be so
And
ratchet.
and there's just it's funny. It's almost like it's almost like comparing British English to, I guess, Canadian, like English in Canada and English in the United States. I mean, it's all the same language, but there's terms that have different meanings or people understand. Like, for example, in the United States, Northerners say pop, Southern people we say soda,
Or
and
Coke.
with generations, even though it's the same language, same place, it's kind of like a like 50 to 40 years and the language has changed.
Yeah, that's one of those things that like it's hard to realize in the time or at the time how much language is evolving. But like you go back to Shakespearean English and it's almost nothing like English today.
Yeah.
And so like it's just crazy how much English evolves. One thing I have noticed is Australian English is like way different from any other type of English. So, like even though like English from the UK is like kind of similar to United States English, Australians are just straight out of their fucking mind.
If any Australians are listening, we love you, but you guys are crazy.
It's probably all those like things that can kill you out there. Just on their toes 24/7.
I've been fortunate enough to go to like London, and I remember like our first day the lady we were staying with said something, and I didn't understand it, and I got so excited because I'm like, oh my god, she was speaking English, and I didn't like know what she just said. I thought it was so cool. I thought it was pretty funny.
I went to London for a day, and it was just because it was like passing in between flights, and so we stayed there for a day, and then the next day flew out. But on the flight to England, oh my goodness, there's this old British lady and this other man, and they didn't know each other, but it was a flight from Austria to England, which is about an hour and a half, and probably a good 45 to an hour of that flight was how much they hated Americans.
Jesus.
And I just wanted to turn around and be like, motherfucker!
America!
That would have added to their hate, but
Yeah,
Yeah.
goodness
sure.
gracious.
Yeah. And trying to go back on just the topic of generational as opposed to like countries. Like even for us, because I mean, there's a few little generations starting to come now. We're getting a little older. The people start to say bet, which apparently means okay now, but for the longest time I was like, people would say bet. I'm like, what? Like, what do you want to bet? Like,
I've
I don't
never
like
heard
that.
that. Who's like use that in context?
Like, if you say, Jacob, Jacob, can I come over?
And you
And
said
then
bet?
I would say bet. I know it
What?
sounds terrible.
Like I've heard the phrase like I bet like you're
Yeah,
agreeing with someone.
exactly. Yeah,
Um
it's. I guess
Bet?
that could be what you said. Like, I bet could be it, but like people just say bet. I just hate it.
I don't like that. I've
I don't
never
like
heard
it
that
at all.
before.
I've never.
It's like it's like early high school kids right now. It's like some people that I know in my neighborhood say that. I think it's kind of weird. I'm just like, I always say, even though they always tell me what it means, I always say want to bet just to annoy them because it's
No,
fun being old.
I've never heard that before. That's a new one.
Yeah.
Bet.
And swag. What is the swag?
I don't know.
That's a few years ago.
Yeah, that was a fad.
Yeah.
I don't know. I've talked about this before. I don't know if it was on. It probably wasn't on podcast. Just my dislike for most of the fad dances that's come around. Like the dab was just so obnoxious, and then like the
Yeah, they're not really dances is what I have an issue with is like the cha-cha slide, like that's a whole thing.
It's like a routine.
The dab is like you sneezed.
Yeah, it's like a body.
Made that arm movement.
You body.
And they're like, yeah, that's good. Let's do that a couple times.
Yeah.
It's like,
the whip and the
what is
nay. It just got overused on social
Yeah.
media.
I think it's safe to say that older generations, they try to understand our current dance moves. Not that I enjoy the dab or the whip and the nay nay or whatever, but they're not good at them. I don't know. They're just bad.
I blame social media. I think Vine just like blew up all
Yeah,
of those.
I don't
those
like
different
Vine.
things. I used it for a little bit. I used it to make like basketball dunking compilations.
Vine?
Yeah, I made one
Compilation.
compilation.
I wish I hopped on the Vine train. I feel like we were
People get
young
Vine
enough-
famous easily.
young enough and old enough to hop on that Vine. But like early on, like I remember when it was so like people weren't even like Vine stars yet.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. But you
But
just
now
had. But people.
it's-
I don't know. I don't know how you became Vine famous besides like being an attractive guy or girl. And
David
then-
Dobrik.
I'm gonna bleep his name out whenever you say his name. I'm just gonna bleep it out.
Who?
I mean, he's not particular. David Dobrik.
I'm
Gosh.
not familiar with him, but
You should
I
be.
think I don't want to know.
Diego's
He's
obsessed
funny.
with him
I
for
think
some
he's
reason.
hilarious.
He's very
His YouTube videos are what I find that's funny, but
he's very punny.
he is
That's
very
what
funny.
it is.
And his girlfriend Liza also super punny. I just think they're funny.
Yeah. Let's see here. I got I got 5 more things that I thought of.
Just
Uh,
hit us with them.
All right. I'll start
Sweet.
off with it's not really a big one, but I thought like older generations really don't understand navigation systems. I
It's true. That's another thing that goes like hand in hand with your phone almost
Yeah, I
though.
mean,
Right.
like ones that are on your car and even speak to you like
True.
left in 10 feet. It's like
Dude,
I feel like old people have trouble with that. They probably have trouble setting it up.
that's true.
That's
They
true.
definitely have trouble setting it up. Like I've never my grandfather. I don't know if he's like super technologically savvy, but he seems all right with navigational systems. I
Yeah.
guess at least so far.
Yeah.
We'll see. We'll
I
see what
wonder,
happens.
yeah. I wonder if like I think it's a stereotype that most older generations are just like technologically like not savvy or stuff like that. Because for us, I feel like using like maybe Apple iPhone or any computer, it's just intuitive. Like we just pick
Right.
it up and we know what to do.
Hmm.
But I wonder how many or what percentage of people, let's say maybe 60 to 70 and up, like actually like use phones and like kind of like thrive with them. Like it's just like a whole new chapter to their life. Like, oh, when I got my iPhone when I was 60, like it unlocked a new like just chapter of my life that I love. I don't know.
My my grandma is like she's not too super technologically savvy, but she has an iPad and an iPod touch, and goodness gracious she works those things. Real talk. Like she'll
Yeah.
send me texts and everything and I'm like, you go grandma. It's
Yeah.
really funny to see. And like she has like all her pictures from Guatemala and they're all organized super neatly in like albums and everything on her iPad. I'm just like, dang, I don't
Yeah.
even do that.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I think
That is
that's an
pretty cool.
anomaly. I don't think many grandparents are like that. I just think that most or
Yeah.
older people just don't like they have no need for phones really. Like they've already
Yeah.
I
I mean,
mean
they've
like they
lived their whole life.
yeah, exactly. Like their friends I guess they just talk to, they don't text.
Yeah, I do see a lot of while I do see a lot of older people with smartphones, I do see also a fair amount of older people with non-smartphones, just like your normal flip phone, which I mean is fine. I mean,
Yeah.
obviously they lived their whole life without smartphones, so I guess they're like, oh, I don't need one now. Um, moving on, another one that I thought of was fashion. I mean, just these are things that evolve over time.
It's true. I feel like fashion is kind of reverting back. Like it started like fashion
Cool.
in like the 20s and everything was like it almost seemed like people wear suits and like really nice clothes all the time. And and then like as we moved on to like early 2000s or like the 90s, it was like baggy clothes and getting
Yeah.
gross. But like it seems like hipster and like looking fresh and clean and like professional is kind of the look that's
Yeah.
coming in.
It's
Which I'm
always
glad.
changing. It's always changing.
I I like that clean look though, like
I do
dapper,
too.
that
I
dapper
do.
look.
I like to suit up.
You
I
got to
do like
suit up.
this.
You got to suit
Oh,
up for occasions that don't need to be suited up for, such as like
yes.
going
Yeah.
through drive-throughs. And
I'm
like,
sitting up right now.
Or cutting the grass.
right? No, that's one that's definitely or for this podcast, as Diego just said.
Yeah.
We should do that next podcast. That would be pretty fun.
Our
Um,
podcast in suits.
yeah. Not, it doesn't matter. Another one. I said selfies.
That's true.
Yeah.
I think
Selfies aren't even a thing I'm super crazy about though.
I know. I feel it's just a weird word and I feel uncomfortable saying it around people. Like, "Hey, let's take a selfie." Just like, did you just say selfie?
Yeah. They should have came up with a better word.
I mean, I think it's a pretty apt description.
It is. I mean,
It is, I guess. I just don't like the E at the end, maybe.
yeah.
Selfs.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess it works. Selfie. I just I'm not a huge selfie fan though. Like other than like doing it for Snapchat
Snapchat.
for communication, I don't like if I see them on Instagram and stuff like that. I don't really think like that's a good picture. I don't know. Am I wrong here?
No.
And
Right.
it's like not great photography. The selfie. I mean, there are cool selfies though. Like I remember the class before me, the valedictorian and the salutatorian, like for their speech and everything. Like that's when selfie became really, really big, as they like turned around during the speech and like quickly did a selfie with the whole graduating class.
Yeah.
And like that's pretty cool. But I don't know.
I think they're more casual than like serious. They're
That's
like
true.
they're fun. I mean,
Yeah.
the majority of the population.
Right. I would also say I don't think a lot of like older people like take selfies. Like my mom tries to take selfies, but I would not say my
Oh
grandfather
my
knows
gosh. Oh yeah, you're right on that. I love looking at old people try to take selfies. And even though my mom isn't that old, like her selfies are just terrible. Like they like you have it's all about the arm extension and getting your whole face, but like at least my mom's angles are terrible and her face just she doesn't look like she's ready for the picture. She's like, "Oh, I took a picture." Like,
You think it's more of an accident? It's like not on purpose.
yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I think it's pretty funny. Let me see. Not number. Why do I keep saying number? Music.
Yeah. No, I don't know what my
I
grandfather.
mean, obviously
listens to.
hip hop and rap.
Oh,
Do you
for
really
sure.
think like our grandparents probably have no idea? Like even like the
It's a
most
lot more
popular rapper, like Kanye West or Drake or Jay-Z, I bet they have no idea who those
Oh,
people.
I'm 100% positive you're right.
Yeah. And last but not least, I said video games.
That's true. Like I don't yeah. Like I don't even think my mom understands video games.
Yeah, I don't know about you guys, but my grandpa hates video games. First, he has to I don't think he can wrap his mind around it. And then secondly, he sometimes he can't even detect that we're playing a game. Like there have been times where once I was playing like NHL and he like walked in, he was like, "Oh, who's winning the game?" Like he said it with the like he was like he didn't know that Sam and I, like my brother and I, were
Yeah.
controlling the game, and
Okay.
and then other times,
Okay.
like when we have like our family reunions, my cousins and I like to
Okay.
play like Call of Duty or whatever, like 2-on-2, and he would get so angry at us, our grandpa.
Okay.
I guess he wanted us to spend time with him, but video
That's
games are
probably
fun.
true. Have you ever tried introducing someone who knows nothing about video games to like a first person shooter or whatever, and like see them like just walk like
Oh,
straight
yes.
into the walls, and
Yes.
they just don't
Everybody's
understand like
soul. It's all about
the
soul. I'll
double
sing soul music.
joystick thing, and
Yeah.
like they're like looking at the ceiling and like going straight along the wall or like something like that. Like that kills me.
That's my
Um,
father for sure.
and I don't know like what. Like, is it because we grew up with video games that we just kind of get how joysticks work?
I guess.
But like it's so weird, like how like they just don't understand. I felt like it's like kind of like a skill I just kind of always had.
Right.
Like
Yeah.
I don't remember pre-joystick skill. I don't know. That's a good transition though into something I wanted to talk about was virtual reality games, VR. Which is something I do think old people can get into.
Do you really? I think they'd be really confused.
I don't think so.
some videos.
I feel like it's a lot more immersive, and at least from what I've seen, there's like bow and arrow games, and you legitimately have to like hold one hand in front of you and then like cock back, like you're cocking back a bow with the string, and then like aiming and like. I just feel like it's so much more immersive. I wish I had one myself, but they're stupid expensive.
Yeah. My cousin's roommate has one. And he was saying pretty good things about it. Sounded like the reviews were pretty good.
Yeah, and it's constantly updating every single day, and it's not like the developers or anything are making tons of money because there's not many people that have.
He was saying it's very cool what they have so far, but it's kind of limited. Kind of like when Wii came out, they only had like Wii Sports and like Wii Play.
Right.
Yeah,
But I think this is
Even
bigger
though-
than Wii.
yeah, this is gonna be way bigger. I feel like this is just the beginning, and who knows? By the time like we have kids or like we're grandparents or something like that, what it's gonna be almost like Matrix level where you're plugged in,
Yeah,
and like there's gonna be something like stimulating your brain to like actually feel the game.
yeah. My cousin, the same cousin, he's pretty into technology. He's just that's his life. Um, he's a firm believer, and I forget to like what extent he meant this by, but he said that video games are the future, and I guess specifically like virtual reality gaming. So it's I mean it's but I'm excited to see in the years to come how much bigger it gets and advanced.
Oh, I think it's gonna be huge. I think it's gonna. Well, I hope it. I imagine it will. Anyways.
I, I've yet I'm yet to experience it, but I'm sure it's pretty cool. And I mean, it's still pretty like I guess in the basic stages right now.
Yeah, it's just like once it gets to like it's everything, you know, VR's everywhere. It's so easily accessible.
Yeah.
It's kind of scary a little bit, at least in my opinion. Like I was listening to an episode of PKA, and they actually had to talk about this, and they're like, "What if the cool thing isn't being in VR? It's real life again, where you know you don't have complete power over everything.
Right.
Like what happens to when that's all you want? Because you know, in VR, in a VR world, you know, you're king. You know."
Right. Right.
Yeah.
I guess that's what's scary about like a lot of those immersive, like World of Warcraft. Like that's why people get addicted to it, is because they're like, as you just said, they're like so important there, and then they don't want to go back to their
Real
normal
life,
life.
Yeah.
where they're not important.
Right.
It's just like for me, that's hard to get immersed into though, just because you know it's a screen. It's just right in front of you. But like if I could, you know, feel things and like see and just walk
Right.
endlessly,
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
why would I go back? Like the only reason you'd go back is to feed your human body and make sure you know it has food. You go to the bathroom. Like that's the only reason you'd leave, right?
That
Yeah.
seems really intense.
Sorry, I just it got real
I've
dark.
dropped out of college. I've quit my job because I am what's like a random name like I'm Jimothy, the warlord Jimothy. In my virtual reality world, I control all.
Well, something that's coming out soon, apparently, is Samsung is rolling out like children's bedtime stories in VR.
That's just creepy. That is so creepy.
Yeah, they've like here I'll link you guys to a video. But this video we're watching a video about children doing bedtime stories in VR by Samsung.
I feel like I wouldn't like that. That's like when I think virtual reality, I think like gaming purposes and not for like
Well,
these
see,
purposes.
I think it like connects
Well,
the two VRs. Is
We'll
what it
link
looks
this
like
video
to
in
me.
the description if you guys want to watch, at least for YouTube. But should we all sync it and watch together?
Uh,
No?
nah, it's
Okay.
it's yeah. I don't think so.
Okay.
Um,
Jacob's a buzzkill.
I mean, we can just watch
it
some
would,
of
like for the audience, it would be
You're right. You're right. No, I'm
it'd
messing.
be tough for the
No, that's
audience.
fine.
That's true.
That's fine. Sync it with us. No, I'm playing.
I actually in the last podcast when I believe you guys were doing the Wikipedia thing,
Yeah.
I went from Care Bears to Jesus in 3 clicks along with Mark, but I took a different route. I clicked on the creator of Care Bears, then it said her like religion or something. Then it was Christianity, and then I clicked on Jesus. So
Would you guys
Dang.
like to? Would we like to play that again? We should make that a segment.
A weekly thing. I mean, it just works. Like,
yeah,
All
and
right.
then
Play along with us
after
at home.
that, and then after that I went to like there's a Wikipedia game online where I was surprised other people in the world were actually playing it against me. And it's like timed, and they give you like two random wiki pages, and you got to get from that wiki page to the other one in the least amount of clicks.
All right, I'm trying to think of what's something that we could start at that you think would be difficult to get to Jesus to.
To Jesus, Logitech.
I think that'd be pretty easy.
Logitech to Jesus.
I think I think it could be done.
Okay.
I'm just doing the random articles on the left side until I find something that I think would
So
be
I
good.
so got you.
I mean, it just works. Like Bose, Amazon, Cape Town. No, Cape Town would be super easy.
I'm so gonna get this in less than a few clicks.
Just
I don't know.
anything we do.
Um,
Let me see. Let me see. Coliseum.
I'm watching this video you linked though, the Samsung bedtime VR stories.
Yeah.
It's really weird.
Right.
Super weird. Like what they're doing is they have like a mother and a daughter, but they're not even in the same room.
Right. I think that's what makes it like virtual.
That's true. And so they're not in the same room. They could be like across the planet or something. I'm not watching the video with sound, so but it's just like
They're talking to each other.
yeah, in virtual reality, they're like these two beings and they're talking to each other. And like the words to the bedtime story are like popped up in the VR world. And I guess, I mean, it's kind of cool for that. A little bit intense.
Right.
Maybe we're just getting old. Maybe I'm getting old.
I mean,
Like
we are getting
Maybe
older.
we're the generation that doesn't understand anything.
I mean, I'm sure we're going to become it. I've kind of steered away from video games, to be honest.
Right.
Yeah, I haven't played in a while.
I haven't played. Like, yeah, I've just been kind of. But one that I just saw that was released today is. You guys know Telltale Games?
Yes.
Do you know them? They did like the Walking Dead series and they did a Minecraft one. They did a Borderlands series, and it's kind of like a choose your own. I'm explaining for those viewers don't know it, but they make your like choose your own adventure style game. So you like make decisions, and those decisions have implications on actions later in the game. Well, they just came out with one today about Batman, and it looked really cool. I watched the first chapter, and they released chapters like one by one over the course of a month, or
That sounds pretty cool.
It's usually like 5 months they'll release like the full 6-chapter series or whatever.
Yeah, so every month they release another
finished
chapter.
playing Minecraft one actually.
Did you?
Yeah.
What'd you think of it?
Yeah, I got the Minecraft one, and I got it early on when it was only the first chapter that was out, and I really really liked it. I hardly remember anything about the game, but I remember being disappointed because I couldn't play more of it. But I'm sure all of it is out now, so
Oh, for sure. No,
I gotta hop play. It's because it's such an easy game to play, and it's almost movie like, and you kind of get into the story,
Right.
and I like it.
No, it's a very cool genre that they have going on there. Like they had one called something about a wolf. There's like a werewolf in the town, and it was a mystery story. It sounded really cool. What was it called? I don't remember. I'd have to look it up. But the Batman one looks really cool. It's like the Batman origin story almost. They're like their take on Batman, and it looked really interesting. But anyways,
so
In other news, if you're
Ben
wondering, I got from Logitech to Jesus in 7 clicks.
what we're gonna do is San Pablo Canyon, which is what Ben linked.
I think this would be difficult. The game is still 5 clicks. That's the goal.
Is it 5 clicks?
Yeah,
Okay.
I think so.
I could have done it in less, but I don't know. It's got
That's
like
that is pretty crazy. Sorry, for this dead air.
Yeah, but so we're gonna play along with us, if you will, just so you're not bored by this next 2 minutes of silence.
You will link this in the description also if you're watching from YouTube.
what are we doing? We're doing San Pablo Canyon to Jesus.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, this is so easy. All right.
It might be easy. I don't know.
Um,
I kind of just
Okay, one.
click.
Goodness. I feel like I'm so close. I just need to find the right link.
I got there in 3 clicks.
Did you?
Yeah, I'm on Jesus.
And from San Pablo, 3 clicks.
In 3 clicks, yes.
Well, we went different routes.
How many clicks did it take you?
I'm not there yet.
Oh, well, do you want me to spoil?
Hold on,
I got
now.
it first. Well,
No.
you guys are in different pages. I mean, unless you're still on San Pablo Canyon.
Well, I don't want to hear your thing.
Well, don't go back and cheat. You gotta keep going on your path.
I always.
You're right.
Alright, so I started off, if you're still listening, and you're still trying to figure it out, pause it right now. Spoiler alert's coming through. Alright, so, I started off by clicking Contra Costa County, California. Then
Okay.
from there, at the bottom, I clicked on Catholicism. It's towards the
Wow.
bottom. It's under where is it? It's under the 2000 demographics. You know what the key is in this? You use Control F.
Look, that's true.
Control F is way. So then I hit Catholicism, and from there, Jesus.
Okay. I got there in 5, so I guess I still completed the game. I went to the San Pablo Reservoir, and then from there I went to Richmond, California, and from Richmond,
Oh, Diego's cut out.
California, I went to Salvadorian Americans.
Jesus.
Okay, sorry. I went from Richmond, California to Salvadoran Americans. And then from there I went to Catholicism and then Jesus Christ.
Okay,
Was that 5?
I did not complete the game. That's because I take interesting routes, like these other people.
AKA excuse for sucking.
So I went from San Pablo Canyon to San Pablo Creek. From San Pablo Creek, I went to the California-Nevada Railroad. Then I went to the history of Contra Costa County, California. Then I went to the Patrick Rogers Farm. And then I went to historic places in North Carolina. And then I got to Jesus.
Nice.
So, yep.
The theory is still proven. It works.
As long as you're fast enough. There's another game that we won't play on the podcast because it's hard, but this is just something that you should know. There's a game out there called Google Whacking, and what a Google Whack is, it's a specific search that you put into Google. It is only 2 words long, and it's when you type in 2 words into Google, and it only returns 1 search result. That is known as a Google Whack, and that's a fun game to play.
It has to be 1. It can't be 0.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah.
Okay.
It's very difficult to do, and I went.
So 2 words, and it can only yield 1 result.
Correct. I've done it like once or twice. It's very tough. I mean, I'm saying like it should not be easy to do. As I've never found it easy to do, anyways. And they have to be real words. You can't be using like gobbledygook
Yeah.
or whatever.
Makes sense. I'm not even gonna try because I know I can't do it.
That's just another game that you can play whenever you're bored and feel like being a nerd. That's what I play in my free time instead of video games. I have a sad life.
Yeah.
Um,
I will. Oh gosh, I'm trying to get like creative with that, and it was 185,000 results.
um,
Okay, so I guess we can wrap up the podcast by playing the game that I said we were going to do in the beginning.
The other games.
is that
the other
Family
game,
Feud?
That would be Family Feud, yes.
But we're gonna
I
call it.
say
We're gonna call it
kinda
Mammally Feud.
Oh, okay, Ben.
Manly
Okay,
Diego
so
and I are the new hosts. There
thank
you
you for
go.
watching episode 3. I'm just kidding.
No.
I think basically what we should do is we should just have each one of us face each other. So like I would face Jacob, and then in the next game I'd face Ben, and then like Ben would face Jacob, and then Ben would face me.
Okay.
So we all face each other once.
Well, do you guys
Um,
have?
You're the one with
Yes.
the link.
I sent you guys a link. Just now. I've looked at.
So only the moderator can have this link open?
Wait. Why don't we
yeah.
just use the link that I sent here. This one. This one's good. Why is this one bad?
No, the one that I sent is better because in Real Family Feud, there's like more than like
Multiple
one or two
answers.
answers.
No.
Yeah.
No. Click on any of the ones besides the one you clicked on, Jacob. All of them have like 5 or 6 answers. I don't.
Oh, I've
you
only
just-
clicked. Yeah, I clicked on 2 in a row, and they both had like.
Yeah. I don't know.
The
what-
ones I'm clicking on have like one or two answers.
That's
Yeah,
not. That's
I'm
not
clicking on a
normal.
lot. Yeah, I'm clicking on a lot that have 1 or 2 answers.
Really? I see
Yeah.
all the ones that well, maybe then I'm getting lucky. I'm like scrolling randomly and I click on them and it has 5 or 6.
Literally every single one I clicked on had.
I found one with 5 or 6. Oh, here's my second one. Anyway, let's just do Jacob's link. It's super easy.
Okay.
Like they're all just there.
Do you want me to go first,
Well-
as like the moderator or whatever?
Okay, so for those of you who don't know how to play
I
Family
was gonna-
Feud,
Yeah.
oh, were you gonna explain? Go ahead.
No, okay, fine. Yeah, for those of you that don't know, it's just a game where we ask, I guess, a question or, I guess really just it's a question, and I don't know, Ben, I'm not doing a good job with this help.
So pretty much,
I know how to
Jacob-
play it. I don't know how to explain it.
That's a likely story. I'll explain it to Jacob. So,
Okay,
Jacob,
thank you.
what you do in Family Feud is Diego and I are going to face each other. Jacob is the moderator, and what Jacob will do, he'll read out a category for us to guess about. So he'll say, "Name 5 things that you don't want to do with a baby," and I'd say, "Eat it," and then Diego would say, "Color it," and
Okay, hold on. Should we do it so like I should take my headphones off and I can't hear your answers, and
No,
then
no,
like
no.
you'll just type
Nah.
something in the chat?
no,
Isn't that how they normally play it, or no?
No. So what happens is like I'll just let you go first, and so you'll take one
Oh.
guess out of the 5, and if it's on there, then you can choose to pass or play it, and then if you choose to play it, then you have to try and guess the other 4, and you get 3 strikes.
Yeah.
Once those 3 strikes are up, it's I can take one guess, and then I steal it, and then the game's over. It's a pretty quick game.
Yeah. So yeah, I'll
Okay.
let me find you guys a nice little.
Should we flip a coin on to who guesses first?
Well, usually you just like it's whoever
Usually
hits
it's
the
like
buzzer.
Yeah, that's
How
what I'm
about-
saying. We flip a
But
coin.
we
guys
we don't
both-
have that. Like in
Well,
go ahead.
on the website that I'm on, the categories, like, well, the answers to the categories have like points because that's how it's really played. So if you guys both just shout out somebody at the
answer.
same time, whichever one had more points gets to have possession of the category.
Okay, sounds good. Yeah, that's a good way to do it.
Well, you can just tell us like if it's like first through 5th or whatever.
Yeah. Let's see. All right, the first one. Name something people cut.
Finger.
Ben?
their finger.
Cut. Name something.
All right,
That-
that's too much time. All right, yeah. Finger was number 5 out of 6. So
Oh,
do you want with 6 people answered with finger? Do you want to pass
I wanna
or play?
pass.
You're gonna pass it to Ben.
Okay. Name
Name
something.
should we do 3 mini?
People cut.
Name something that people cut.
Don't Google.
Vegetables.
No, that's 1 strike.
Ugh.
That's vegetables is not on there.
Vegetables. What else do people cut? People cut their hair. Their hair.
Yes, that is the first answer. 49 people.
Woo. Their nails.
Yes, that was the 6th answer. So to recap really quick, you have fingernails, finger, and hair. You have answers 2, 3, and 4 left.
Cut their. What else do you cut? Cut their food. Their steak.
Okay, yeah, I'll give you that. Meat was number 3, so I'll give you a steak.
Okay, good. Your objection is noted, but does not matter. Wait, so I have 1.
You have
3.
2 and 4. You got hair.
Okay, I need
meat,
2 and 4.
finger, and finger.
People like to cut their. I have no idea. Their
10 seconds.
weight. They like to cut their weight.
No. Oh, I thought you said weight as in like WAIT. I was like,
no.
what are we waiting
WEIGHT.
for? No, that is X number 2. You have
People like to cut
10 seconds.
their. I was gonna say calorie count, but I don't think that's right. Their.
it's not.
Their. I don't know.
5 seconds.
I'm giving myself the.
All
ball.
right.
Now Diego
All right.
gets 1
So
chance to steal.
Diego,
I have 1 more.
if you guess 2 or 4, then you win.
People. Okay, what was the question fully again?
Name something people cut.
They cut trees.
Oh, that's a good.
Nope.
Dang!
Yay!
So Ben wins.
Let's
So-
go.
Number
I-
2
can be
thing people like to cut. Paper.
Paper cut.
I don't know if that means like paper cut like injury. I think it means more like cutting paper for like arts and crafts and stuff like that, or just for work. And number 4 was grass.
Ah.
Yes. So Diego, I'm surprised you didn't get that one.
Actually, wow. Okay, so is that the entire game?
I mean,
I mean normally
for the
the
sake of us, like that, it's usually on TV. It's multiple rounds, but I mean, one of you guys can be the host. I want to participate.
I'll be the host, and then Jacob and Ben can play.
Okay.
Let me click.
As the victor, I. Okay.
Ah, dang it! I clicked on. Not the right. Okay.
You have to tell
Hopefully,
us if
you don't pick a one that I've already seen.
Yeah, you have to tell us if you already seen this one. There's a bunch of them at the bottom of the screen.
Yeah, at the very, very bottom.
They're like listed weird.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see.
I know this is very interesting podcast material.
I know.
Yeah. I'm pretty interested.
I would be interested in listening to this. I like Family Feud.
Okay. This one's kind of interesting. Name something people do in a park.
I saw that
Walk.
one. I saw that one.
Oh.
Number 1's like feed birds.
That's number 2. But
Close enough.
name a piece of clothing people
I
try.
already saw that one. Socks. Go to the bottom. The very,
Like how-
very, very bottom. It's listed weird, but it's still.
Name a high-paying occupation.
Doctor.
Lawyer.
Okay. So there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 6 on the list. Jacob nailed it with number 1. Doctor. Lawyer comes in 4th place. So Jacob, what would you like to do?
I'm going to pass this one.
What a jerk. Okay, I guess I gotta get all 4 of these. Okay.
Yes.
Name a high-paying occupation that is not doctor or lawyer CEO.
No.
Ah.
I think it's more like job specific rather than
Yeah,
position.
it is
Okay.
specific.
Shouldn't help you.
Name a job. No, name an occupation that is high-paying. What the heck are high-paying jobs? Engineer. Well, they're silly. They're silly for not having an engineer on there. Name a high-pay. Movie actor.
Yes, that is number 3 on the list.
Okay. Name a high-paying occupation. What else is a high-paying occupation? Like a private chef? I know that's on there.
Okay, Jacob, you have to choose, or you have to guess number 2, number 5, or number 6.
Alright, 2 that popped off on my head.
You only get one guess.
Yeah, I know. I just gotta determine which one would be on there. I think that athlete would be on there, and I think dentist, but I think that I'm gonna go with dentist. Oh my gosh.
Was athlete on there?
Nope.
Really?
Yeah, I'm not sure how I feel about these, but okay, so it goes number 1, doctor. Number 2, president. Number 3, actor.
Okay.
It's like 400,000. Number 3, actor. Number 4, lawyer. Number 5, politician. And I'm not sure I completely agree with them,
six?
but
Yeah, you cut out.
pilot. Sorry, pilot.
Oh.
Airplane pilot. Ben, it might be best to just go to your link for choosing the next category.
Okay. I have top 5 things that.
So is this like the consolation game?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm 2-0 on the day. Both of them are on 1. So Victor right here. Yay!
Okay.
Name top 5 answers are on the board. We asked 100 people. Name something that might be spoiled.
Eggs.
Milk.
Oh, dang it.
And Jacob's answer came in at number 1. So Jacob, would you like to pass or play?
Passing. How many answers are there?
4 left.
And wait, did Diego get one or no?
He did not.
Okay, so yeah, I'm passing.
So name something that might be spoiled. Besides milk? Cheese?
What? I thought that was gonna be on there for sure.
Meat.
That was number 3. Congratulations.
Yes.
Okay. Spoiled products. What goes bad? It's hard to think. Maybe like a fruit.
Ding. That's number 4. So you have 2 and number 5 left.
2 and 5. What goes spoiled? Is it? I guess I can't really ask you this. Okay, so I guess I'll just go with like a vegetable. I don't know. Nope. Okay. One more. Spoiled. Think of ketchup. Or that's not an answer, but like. How to replace it? Cheese is not one of them. That's kind of sad.
Can you phone a friend?
I wish.
I wouldn't give you an answer. Goldfish. That's what I would say.
You're really helpful. And
It's number 2.
spoiled. Um,
Yeah, this timer is pretty long.
Yeah, this is a
I
long
know.
timer.
Give me 10
10
seconds.
seconds.
Oh
9,
gosh.
8,
7,
7,
5,
4,
3,
3,
2,
2,
1,
Bread?
1.
I don't know.
You
0.
said what?
Bread?
Bread?
I mean, bread goes like it gets moldy.
It molds.
I don't
It
know.
doesn't spoil. Okay, Jacob, you have to get either number 2 or number 5. I promise you will not get number 5, so you have to go for number 2.
Oh, Jesus. You know, this is tough, but I'm really surprised that cheese wasn't one of them. I really, like, right after I said milk, I was gonna say cheese. I'm gonna go with, I don't think, it's probably not, but yogurt. No.
No, Diego. Yay.
Ooh.
1-1 on the day. Number 2 was child.
What?
Ah, I get it. Smart
And
child.
I don't understand this one. Number 5 was Australia.
What?
Australia.
Yep.
I don't understand that.
I don't
at all.
understand it either.
Family Feud in there. Strange answers.
Well, that was
All
an
right, well-
exhilarating last
I was
however long that was.
on the edge of my bed pretty much the last 10 minutes.
I know. I was like, wow, this is some quality content right here. Like, seriously, I thought that was good.
No, yeah, I thought that was
Sounded-
actually good.
It sounded better in pre-planning.
I disagree. I think I'm gonna put background music on it so it's not just dead air. It'll be okay.
Make it like really loud. Like, just blast through your earbuds.
Make it unbearable to listen to.
Make it like hold it for like 10 seconds.
You're right. But anyways, thank you for listening, all you listeners out there, all you subscribers, all you manly, your fee-manly men and listeners and women. Thank you for supporting the podcast. This has been Manly Moments episode 3 of season 2. I appreciate you guys, and so do the other hosts, I'm sure.
Kind of.
Yeah, well,
You're all right.
yeah, it's okay, but we don't have a tagline, so I don't really know how to sign off on these things. So that's gonna do it for today. Thank you for listening.
Keep it manly.
Keep it manly.